The Hammer Down Racing Report. And now your hosts, Scott Hammer and Ron Miller.
Welcome, race fans, to the Hammer Down Racing Report, part of the Evergreen Podcast Network. This is show number 330.
I think the cleaning lady messed with the volume on my headphones.
You think so? I was wondering what you were doing over there.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, I don't have a cleaning lady.
Every studio we've ever been in, Scott, has a cleaning lady.
You're right. I should hire her.
Yeah.
Forgot about our nice cleaning lady. Anyway.
We've been in a few studios, too, man.
We have, yeah. Where was I? Oh, yeah. Show number 330 for Thursday, May 5th. Scott Hammer, Ron Miller coming at you live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter from the Dominator Race Products studio. On the show tonight, Sam Pierce racing driver Kaylee Bryson. She's done just about everything. 2015 Tulsa Shootout winner.
Right.
She's run late models on asphalt, on dirt. She's run midgets. She's run sprints. USAC Silver. She just ran USAC Silver Crown. She's Rookie of the Year from last year. Right. Silver Crown.
And those are big cars, too.
Trans Am. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know what she hasn't run, but yeah.
We're going to find out.
Young driver there from Oklahoma, Kaylee Bryson. We'll be talking to her just a little bit. Also, if you'd want to win one of these Hammer Down Racing Report window stickers, courtesy of DCR Graphics. Here you go.
Ta-da.
Just like that. All you have to do is put in hashtag DCR in the comments of our Facebook Live or the YouTube Live. Is that the right one? There it is. Hashtag DCR, just like you see on the screen. You could win one of those stickers. If you have a race car, you can slap it on your car, become part of the Hammer Down Army.
If we ever get
to race. Well, Paul Meyer's been racing. I've gotten some results from some of our go-kart.
Well, and last weekend we predicted on the weather pit stop that the tracks north of our area would have a better chance of getting in, and they did.
Imagine that.
Butler got a race in. Flat Rock got a race in. So, yeah.
We're going to have to change your name from the professor to the meteorologist.
Meteorologist, right?
Meteorologist.
That's the, yeah, okay.
Exactly. Victory Fuel is a refreshing and natural hydration alternative that replenishes electrolytes packed with vitamins, providing a boost for athletes and individuals on the go, or a couple of people talking about racing on a Thursday night.
That's us.
2 flavors currently. They got Throttle Punch and what was the lemon? Lucky Lemon.
Lucky Lemon.
Lucky Lemon. And
I like getting lucky.
Working on the grape. I'm not sure if they've actually produced the grape yet, but grape is coming.
It's in the works.
Hopefully we'll get to sample that as well. If you'd like to sample some Victory Fuel, before I get to that, I should mention that it's free of added coloring, caffeine, carbonation. It's a great drink for kids. You can get yours at drinkvictory.com. They're going to be at a lot of racing events this summer. Tracks are going to be carrying it in the concession stands.
And some retail venues are carrying it.
What was it? I forget which one. There was some convenience store.
Yeah.
I want to say it was Sheetz, but I don't think it was Sheetz. Something like Sheetz.
Well, if your local grocery store doesn't carry it, ask them why.
There you go. Or go to drinkvictory.com. You can order it on there. And you can support your a race team. They may not be your favorite. I don't know. Domination or Conley Racing. Conley Racing, just one word. You'll save 10%, though, if you use one of those codes. I think DCR has a code, too. Dale Cole Graphics.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not sure. I don't remember what it was, and I forgot to write it down, so I apologize.
Looking out the studio window, it is breezy.
Yeah, I might have to turn the heat on tonight. Yeah, that's it for Victory Fuel there. Dittman Motorsports, the official Hoosier tire dealer for Northwest Ohio. any kind of race car service, bodies, parts, whatever, give him a call. Ron Miller Race Cars East is what he used to be called himself. Call today at 419-283-8580. And also, if you need a professional wedding DJ, give Magic Moment Entertainment a call. They're currently booking weddings for 2024 through 2026. If you're getting married in 2027, it's too bad. That's too far out. But if you're getting married in the next few years, give Ron a call. Ron's the winner of many national awards for his work, including being inducted into the DJ and Wedding DJ Hall of Fames. 30 years in business, strives to make every wedding reception perfect. Works with couples from the day your contract is signed until the last dance of the night. Doesn't charge for wedding ceremonies if they're held the same day in the same venue where he works. Magic Moment Entertainment carries liability insurance, provides dance floor lighting at no cost to you, never charges for mileage, covers the entire states of Ohio, Michigan, Indiana, and Kentucky. And during the month of May, if we ever get to go racing, if Ron or I win a feature race, an A main, it has to be an A main, he'll take $100 off his normal price if you book in May.
Ooh.
Or if we both win, I think last week it's going to hit $200.
$200.
So there you go. We're running out of weekends to win now. Hopefully Mother Nature cooperates with us. Call Magic Moment today at 419-594-2261 or find Magic Moment Entertainment on Facebook or Ohio Sports Blitz.
Or call one
Facebook.
of us.
There you go. And number will be scrolling at the bottom of your screen. Also got to mention Dominator Race Products, DCR Graphics, Oakshade Raceway, Ron Miller Race Cars, and Freeze Frame Photos. Make sure to support the sponsors
All
that
of us.
support us. Yeah. And before we get to Kaylee, let's check out our racing roundup from this past weekend. Right.
Racing Roundup.
There was a few people that raced.
Yeah.
Attica started
Sorta.
late. They had a little bit of delay to start the night. Then they got the heat races in, then the rain hit again. So the purse for the trucks was just split evenly because that was the only night they have the dirt trucks
Right.
there. They're going to have makeup features for the late models and 305s. They're going to be running on two different dates, the first of which
Is
will be
tomorrow.
the late models. Yeah, Friday, May 10th, as a matter of fact. Makeup feature will be 25 laps, 3,000 to win. And then in 3 weeks, on Friday, May 24th, is that 3 weeks? That's like 2 weeks. 10, 17, it's like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
In 2 weeks, May 24th, whatever, 305 Sprints will have their makeup feature on RPM Performance Night there at
I think Attica is also Attica Oakshade Challenge night tomorrow night, so could
Late
be
model
a
series, yeah.
could be a good payout for one of the late model racers.
Well, $3,000 to win there, but then they have the point fund as well.
Right.
So. Lima Land, Oakshade, Fremont, Sandusky, Lorraine Raceway Park all got rained out.
Washed out.
Yeah. Flat Rock Speedway, they got some action in there, as you mentioned. Our friends up north had fared a little better. Paul Pelletier won the Outlaw Super late model feature. Kenyon Knight won the street stocks. Billy Early picking up the win, figure 8 feature there, and Race Metaped I do it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you did. You did well.
Factory Stock 500 winner there. Butler Motor Speedway also getting their program in. Zane DeVault, former guest on the show, picking up the win, the 410 sprints. Dylan Nussbaum in the modifieds. He's been making his way. I see him
hot,
everywhere.
yeah.
Yeah. Eric Swan picking up the street stock win, and Corey Gum, winner in the 4-cylinder class. Eldora Speedway in action Friday and Saturday night. Somehow they got the show in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Determination. I
Yes. Friday night, Sheldon Hodenshield picking up the win in the World of Outlaws Sprints feature event. Robert Ballou in the USAC Amsoil Sprints, the winner there Friday night. Then Saturday was David Gravel in the World of Outlaws. And Justin Grant picking up the win in the USAC Amsoil Sprints. He managed to flip doing donuts after the race, had to walk to victory lane. That's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Did you ever do anything like that?
Crash
Anything-
doing donuts
anything,
or
well,
anything?
after you picked up a win, do something stupid?
No, nothing that I can remember.
Okay.
Some of our listeners might have better memories. I don't know.
Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. They got rained out Friday night at Ponderosa Speedway, and also Saturday night, Florence, both getting rained out there. World of Outlaw Case Construction Equipment Late Model Series Mississippi Thunder Speedway. Was that last week? Was that this past weekend? I get my weekends confused because Nick Hoffman on Friday and Ryan. No, that was this past weekend because I was watching part of that.
That was
Nick
Hoffman's
won,
biggest payoff ever.
Friday night. And
$25,000.
Now I think about it. I was flipping between hockey games and that. Ryan Gustin picking up the win on Saturday, both there at Mississippi Thunder Speedway. But it was, that's right, because it's in Wisconsin. I thought that was weird that Mississippi Thunder Speedway would be in Wisconsin as opposed to Mississippi or somewhere down south along the Mississippi. But the Mississippi goes up to Wisconsin, so I guess it makes sense.
Yeah.
Kubota High Limit.
That's our geography lesson for the day.
Kubota High Limit Racing Series action Friday and Saturday at Lakeside Speedway. Brad Sweet picking up the win both nights, making the weekend sweep. I don't know. That's just... It's like his series, and he's winning all the time.
Yeah.
It's just...
It just seems wrong that him or Larson.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like Corey McCoy. I always bring him up in his Showdown series. He chooses not to race in that because it's like a conflict of interest, but I don't know. It just seems weird to me. I mean, it's cool to see him race, but at the same time, they're winning all the time. World of Outlaw Nouse Energy Drink Sprint Car Series action action last night, as a matter of fact, at Lincoln Speedway. David Gravel picking up the win there. Arkham Menards Series action at Kansas Speedway in the Tide 500. Connor Mosack picking up his second consecutive win. Truck Series for NASCAR. Corey Heim getting the win on Saturday. And the Cup Series, pretty entertaining race overall.
It really was.
5 wide racing up front at times. A lot of lead changes.
That one restart was absolutely insane.
And producing the closest finish in NASCAR history with Kyle Larson making the last corner pass over Chris Buescher, who was, he looked so dejected after that. Because he thought he won at first.
And I believe NASCAR initially said that he won, and then they...
Well, the scoring pylon, from what I hear, had him listed up atop, but it said the margin was 0.000. Yeah. Which I believe that more than the 0.001, which is what NASCAR officially declared the margin of victory as that being the closest. And stick around. We might show you something from that race a little bit later on.
I've got a couple of interesting little facts, too. So
right, we'll talk about that later on then. Other action this past weekend, Winchester Speedway in the Rich Vogler Classic. USAC Silver Crown action, Cody Swanson picking up another win. Taylor Fern, former guest on the show, finishing in 5th, and Kaylee Bryson finishing 12th. Formula One action. This was weird, too. Really? This was the first time that Formula One has beat NASCAR in TV ratings.
Really?
Partly because it was on a cable network. The NASCAR race was on a cable network. It wasn't on broadcast, and it had a rain delay to start, so it started late. The Miami race for Formula One was on ABC broadcast TV, so, I mean, there's more potential. It's got a bigger pie there to work with. But, I tried watching a little bit of it. I just don't... They were, like, tattling on people. It's like, that guy went over the blue.
Kind of hard to follow sometimes.
A little bit, yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's just... I mean, I'm not biased against it or anything. It's just...
don't understand.
Maybe that's it. Lando Norris, though, picking up his first Formula One win there in Miami. And the Castrol Flow Racing Night in America event from Wednesday at Spoon River was postponed due to forecast rain. Speaking of which, I have some breaking news as well. This just coming in before we signed on here.
Really?
It's on my first page. I can't flip back to it now. Producer Dave brought this to my attention. There it is. The Castrol Flow Racing Night in America, Lincoln, next week. Or no, tonight. That was tonight. In Lincoln Speedway tonight has been postponed.
Illinois?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Due to rain.
Coming to a racetrack near us.
Yeah. So no reason to hurry and get flip on flow racing tonight, I guess, unfortunately. And that is your racing roundup for tonight. And Kaylee has texted, kind of in a weird place for a video chat. So it looks like she's going to, I guess we could just call her. But yeah, Kaylee Bryson, fresh off her 12th place finish at Winchester in the USAC Silver Crown action. She was a 2023 Silver Crown Rookie of the Year. And the first Oklahoman.
There you go.
Yeah, the first Oklahoman to win the Rookie of the Year honors in the USAC Silver Crown. Also the first woman, too.
Yeah.
I thought the Oklahoman part was kind of entertaining. Should we just ring her? We'll just ring her.
Hello.
Kaylee, it's Scott Hammer and Ron Miller, Hammer Down Racing Report.
Hey, how are you doing?
Pretty good.
So you're
Cool.
You're kind of in a weird place. You couldn't do the video.
Yeah, we're at a go-kart track right now. I just stepped outside, so I'm just gonna be outside doing it.
Nice.
Oh.
Like a
Yeah.
family go-kart place, or is this like a serious
Now,
go-kart?
you just stepped
competition?
outside. Does that mean this is an indoor go-kart track?
Yeah, it's an indoor go-kart track. Yeah,
Oh, pretty cool.
yeah.
Ron,
Yeah, we're testing.
So is it raining
Yeah.
there? It's raining everywhere else.
It's been raining off and on. So
Oh,
glad this thing's
geez.
inside. Yeah.
So we just mentioned that you're the 2015 Tulsa Shootout winner, the 2023 Silver Crown Rookie of the Year, the first Oklahoman and first woman to do that, which I thought that was you got all kinds of different categories here. Is there anything that you haven't raced yet, and what has been the favorite thing that you've raced in?
Yeah, so I haven't raced like open wheel Indy cars, and that's something that I really would like to get into, is like the road course IndyCar style, like the Indy Next Series and stuff like that. I think that's something I'd really, really enjoy doing. And something new that I've done this year is the road course racing with Trans Am.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been running Corvettes, and this is my first full year running road courses. And last year we got to practice them and test a little bit. We didn't really race last year, but really, really enjoy the road course racing. I grew up racing on dirt, so that's something I'm really enjoying, is learning something new on road courses.
Man, you've done all kinds of. What's been your best finish then on the road course?
First, actually, we just won. We just won like 3 weeks ago, our first Trans Am race, which is really awesome. That is the first time I've sprayed champagne on victory lane, because you don't really do that at a lot of the dirt races. But that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that.
Nice. Now tell us how you and Aaron Pierce first got connected. You're driving for Sam Pierce Racing now. How did that whole deal come about?
It's kind of funny. I've had several people ask me that, but really Facebook. So whenever we first met, I was running midgets at the time, and he messaged me on Facebook, and he was like, "Hey, do you want to run my car at Port Royal?" And Port Royal is a huge track, and I've never raced on anything that big, let alone in a Silver Crown car, which is like 3 times the size of a midget, what I was used to racing at the time. But yeah, he messaged me on Facebook, wanted to see if I wanted to come out and run it, and we've just built our relationship since then, and we've had a fun last 2 years, and we've raced all kinds of things together, from sprint cars, Silver Crown cars, road course racing. He's taught me a lot, which is really cool, and we have a really good relationship together.
So our listeners are asking, how old are you and how long have you been racing?
Yeah, I'm 23 years old, and I started racing whenever I was 9 years old, and I started racing in dirt go-karts. So I really learned how to race on dirt, and that is what I'm most used to. I started racing in go-karts, and I've moved my way up from there. I started in micro sprints, and that's where I won the Golden Driller, and I really started learning how to race in micro sprints. The go-karts was kind of just for fun, and start getting, used to racing. And then in micro sprints, that's where I really learned how to race. And, moved up from midgets from there, and then got connected with Aaron Pierce and Sanford Chevrolet, and we went Silver Crown racing.
And now you're doing the Silver Crown. I'm assuming you're running for the points this year?
Yeah, for sure. Last year we got Rookie of the Year, which was really cool. First year, that's always your goal, is to get Rookie of the Year, and we were top 5 in national points, which was really cool. It's cool to back up Rookie of the Year with a solid point finish.
Gotcha. And that's your primary goal for this year then, is running the Silver Crown Series? I know you're doing a bunch of other things as well.
Yeah, for sure the goal is to run full-time in both the Trans Am and USAC Silver Crown Series, but at the same time, I want to run as many other cars as I can. Like, we were planning on going to Sandusky until it got rained out, but we'll be at a couple other races. There's a lot of cool races that the Must-See Series will put on that we'll try and hit up, and in 2 weeks, I'll run a USAC midget again. I haven't been in one in a couple months, and I haven't been on dirt since January, so we're going to go to Belleville and run the midget and the Silver Crown in the same night, which will be really exciting.
Do you miss dirt?
I do. I miss it. I like being able to do both because I really do enjoy the pavement, and it's been something new for me that I've been learning the past 2 years. But I really love racing both, so I'm really grateful that I get the opportunity to run so many different cars, which allows me to run so many different tracks, so many different types of racing.
So as you move up, NASCAR or IndyCar?
She said she wanted to get in an IndyCar.
Well, I know.
Yeah.
She said she wanted to do the road courses, but
okay.
Right.
if she's going to commit to one,
if I had to, I don't know, I would. I've had so many people ask me that, and I don't think I even know the answer for myself. But obviously, I think the IndyCar stuff is really awesome. I would really love to do that, but at the same time, the NASCAR stuff is so popular, and it looks like so much fun. And now that they're doing so many road course racing now, I really do enjoy road course racing. So I think I would enjoy both, to be honest. If I could ever dip my toes in any of them, I'd be happy wherever I'm at as long as I'm racing.
Now,
there you go.
The road course racing, that takes a totally different skill set than running around an oval.
Right.
Did it take a long time for you to kind of develop the skills for that?
Yeah, it's definitely a big jump going from dirt racing to, full body cars like Corvettes that have so much horsepower, and learning to manage your tires and shifting through the gears is something that I was not familiar with, but I was lucky to be teamed up with Aaron Pierce and so many great people, at LSI Logical Systems, and, Chris Santucci. There's so many people that are helping me, make that learning curve a lot faster. And I think that really played into our win a couple weeks ago because we had a lot of good cars we were competing against. And I'm a rookie in the series, but we pulled off a win, and that's because we have a good car and a lot of awesome people teaching me and helping me get to that next step a lot faster.
Gotcha. Now we were talking about the Must-See Sprint Series, Must-See Racing Sprints. You got plans? Are you booked on Wednesday, July 24th?
Wednesday, July 24th. There was, I think, just a couple days ago we were talking, I think our next one that we're going to hit is like Lancaster. I think we were talking about hitting that one. Well,
they keep moving the Must-See Racing show at Sandusky Speedway back, and now it's part of what they have a high miler weekend. It's a big weekend of racing, and they have Wednesday, July 24th. The Must-See Racing 410 Sprints are going to be there.
I think we are going to be there.
Okay.
Because cool. It's not confirmed, but we were talking about that the other day, that we have a Silver Crown race like the 20th, but we're not doing anything after that, and I think we'll be in good shape.
There you go. Talk to Aaron about that. Make that happen.
We know the folks at Sandusky pretty well. Maybe we can promote some.
Well, Chris could probably talk to Aaron, yeah.
Yeah, we can maybe get some pit credentials.
Right, yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure that we'll be there, so I'd say we're going to count on that.
That's true, and it's a Wednesday night, so we don't have the show, so we can do that. So
yeah, that definitely makes it easier. Nothing else going on a Wednesday. So.
There you go. So what in your career so far, what would you say? I mean, you've accomplished quite a lot, but what would you say your biggest accomplishments, for yourself have been?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot of different things. Like I've raced, in the dirt cars. I've won a driller. I've made the Chili Bowl in a midget, and there's just a lot of different things that you can say on dirt. But I feel like the that I've improved is definitely transferring to pavement. I've won a couple late model races, and definitely getting top 5 in national points last year felt really good in the Silver Crown series because I had to learn how to race on pavement. And of course, the win we had just 3 or 4 weeks ago in the Trans Am series. I think I feel the best about those just because I've had to learn so much and, you know, really try to get those accomplishments. And there's just so many people that go into that. It makes it feel so much better.
And what would be the one thing, like maybe say within this year, next year, what would be, at the top of the list that you would like to accomplish? Maybe a USAC Silver Crown championship?
Yeah, for sure. I think one thing that I would really love to do is to win a dirt race at Eldora in the Silver Crown car.
Yeah.
Because there's so many fans there. The vibe is it's awesome. And to win a dirt race in the Silver Crown car, that's something I really want to do. And just because I come from dirt, and it'd feel really like at home with me just to win a race on dirt in front of so many awesome fans. And hopefully we can make that possible at Eldora.
Yeah, if someone came to you with an offer next year to go full time with the World of Outlaw, NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series, or even in the case equipment late model series, would you entertain something like that?
Oh, absolutely. Every kid, whenever you're growing up and you're racing, micro sprints, everybody wants to be a World of Outlaw driver. Like, I feel like that's everybody's goal. And you hear a lot of talk about people going NASCAR racing to make enough money to go World of Outlaw racing. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, for sure. That would definitely be a huge dream of mine. And at the end of the day, as long as I'm racing, I'm going to be happy.
So who are some of your racing heroes, other drivers even that compete today that you kind of look up to?
Yeah, I think Kyle Larson's a big one just because he races so many different cars. And I feel like I kind of do the same thing, and I'm learning how to race so many different cars, so I kind of look up to him in that aspect for sure. So
someday you're going to do the Memorial Weekend double there, run the Indy 500 and the Coca-Cola 600?
Well, wouldn't that be a dream come true? That's awesome that he's doing that. I mean, yeah, that'd be a dream.
Awesome. So this weekend you're going TQ Midget Racing, driving for Tony Stewart in Columbus, Indiana, his hometown. Yeah, we're actually going to be teammates, so I'll be racing against him. Hopefully we can pull off a win and beat him. Is there any team rules coming from him? Are you allowed to beat him? Or? Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, the boss man said, I don't care who wins as long as one of our cars win. And so that's the goal. I'm going to try and be the one to win. That's cool. Is this the only event you're driving for Tony this year? They said anytime I want to come back just to give him a holler, but as of right now, that's the only one that our schedule is allowing us to, but you never know what might happen in the future. Cool. Any dirt late model events in your near future? Not as of now, not planned on it. We ran like 2 last year, and those are exciting. They're really fun. It's different. I really had to learn how to trust the car because it feels like you're going to flip over every single corner because I'm used to driving open wheel cars, and it's a totally different feeling getting in a dirt late model, but no plans as of yet. I think if I was going to do anything, I'd try and get in a sprint car for sure. Winged or non-winged? Winged for sure. I'm a wing person, which is crazy because I've raced midgets from Silver Crown, but I think sprint cars with wings on them are pretty sick. I agree. I prefer wings too. Yeah. It seems to be the older guys like the non-wings. I like watching. I think they're prettier too. They're pretty with the wings out. They're prettier with the wings. They are prettier. Yeah, I think they're a little bit faster too, which is cool. I like. I just like the drive style, and the car is loaded up on the left rear, and that's kind of more my driving style. So, yeah, for sure. If I get the opportunity to jump in one, I'm going for it. Now, I kind of asked you this earlier, and you didn't specifically answer it with everything you've driven. Is there a type of car or race vehicle that you've driven that is your favorite, that you've enjoyed more than the others? Which one's the most challenging? Yeah, I think, so that'd be 2 different answers then. Okay. So the one that I like the most to drive the most is probably road course racing, which is crazy because I come from dirt. Most people would not guess that, but I love road course racing. Why is that? I mean, why do you like that so much? There's just
so much that goes into it, and I feel like the races last longer. And just the feeling of going through the gears is really exciting, and you're hitting some high speed. You're going through corners really fast, and there's just a lot more going on than just 2 corners. So I think that's a little bit of the reason why I like it a little bit more.
Gotcha.
And then, for the car that I think is the most challenging to drive, that'd either be a Silver Crown car or a pavement sprint car non-wing, for sure.
Well, I'll bet on the pavement car on non-wing.
Yeah, non-wing pavement car. I mean, that's tough. I've driven one a few times, and I think that might be the toughest thing to drive for sure. You got your hands full.
So do you ever have time that you're not racing, and what do you do when you're not racing?
Sleep.
Well, I'm not racing today, but I'm at a go-kart track, so that that kind of explains it for you. But I travel a lot, so I spend a lot of time on the road, and if I'm not doing anything, if I'm not at a go-kart track or on the road and racing, I'm probably fishing or doing something fun like that outdoors.
Gotcha. Now, do you have a favorite track that you've competed on, or would that be Eldora where you want that win?
That's tough. So I like, in the Silver Crown car, I really like Winchester on pavement. It's fast, it's banked, it's a lot of fun. So Winchester would be my pavement track.
Okay.
And
so you like running right at the wall?
Yeah, absolutely. That's
okay.
Yeah, and let's see. For dirt, I mean, Springfield was really fun. Whenever we almost won that race in the Silver Crown car at a mile track, right. I would say Springfield would probably be my favorite dirt track. And for road course racing, I've only been to a few, but Road Atlanta is really fun. But I have a feeling I'm really going to like Road America.
Very
I haven't been, but yeah, it looks like a really fun track.
Do you have plans to compete in? I guess it would be next year's Chili Bowl in January.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I'm sure we'll be there. We don't have all the details sorted out, but it seems to be a race I'm always at.
Gotcha. How fun is that? I mean, that looks so fun to. Even just to be at it looks like it's a blast.
Yeah, it really is. In the track races, it races pretty good. So you normally almost always get a really good track. And I think one of the best parts about the Chili Bowl is just the fans and how many people are there watching. So if you do something cool on track, it just makes it that much more fun because you have so many fans watching you.
Awesome. Any sponsors that you want to give a shout out to before we let you go?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely Sam Pierce Chevrolet and AP Driver Development. They've definitely kickstarted my career the past 2 years and have got me in so many different types of cars. And, Chris Santucci and RE Enterprises, LSI, has really helped me out on the road course racing. And, we all make a really good team and we have a lot of fun together and we get along really well, and that just makes it all the more fun.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate the time, and we're going to, I guess we're not going to hold you to it, but we're going to pressure you to make sure you get out to Sandusky Speedway for that.
Yeah, for sure. I'm sure we'll be there. Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. So I'm gonna be counting on that.
Where are you headquartered now?
I'm a little bit everywhere. So in the race season, I'm normally in Indiana, but my family's from Oklahoma, so if I don't have anything going on, mainly in the wintertime, I'll be in Oklahoma.
Gotcha. Have you driven You've driven a winged sprint car on asphalt before, just not with the must-see series.
Yeah. Right, yeah.
How wild is that? Those have to be
fast. I think those cars make you good in qualifying because you have to be up on the wheel in a winged sprint car on pavement. And, there's so much downforce, so much grip. I mean, you can drive it into the corner, and a lot of that is just trusting your car and having a good car. And I think that definitely helped me out in other series, like the Silver Crown series, whenever we got to qualify, just to learn to be up on the gas and trust the car. I think a lot of that comes from the wing sprint car stuff.
Well, you have more balls than I do then, I guess.
Yeah, the cars are a handful, but they sure are fun to drive.
Awesome. Well, Kaylee, we appreciate the time. Didn't mean to keep you from your go-kart expedition.
Oh, no.
Go kick some butt.
We'll be here all night long. We're racing against the team. We got the whole team out here, so going to try and kick up on them.
Gotcha. And good luck this weekend in the All-Star TQ Midgets and give Smoke a run for his money there.
Will do. Yeah. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Yep. We'll see ya.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
Bye.
There you go. Kaylee Bryson, the everything racer, pretty much.
Scott, back the comments up a little bit. There's something there I think you need to talk about. Keep going, keep going.
I saw pizza number one.
There you go. Dan Henry.
Who has not tried
Big D's on here.
A Big D on here. Not put a number one on here, and I'm going to put everyone's name in a hat and give my pizza. It's Don Henry, not Dean Henry.
Don.
I gotcha. Okay. I was thinking it was Dean Henry who was doing it. Okay. So that's right, because Dean won the pizza last week, and he gave it to his brother Don.
Right.
So now Don's going to give the pizza away to everybody that puts
the number one. Just
one.
hashtag. Was it
I think it's
hashtag
just,
number one? No, just number
like
one.
Yeah. NO.1.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So he's going to be
and he's going to write them down, put them in a hat, and draw the winner.
It's much easier just pushing this button, but that's cool too.
Yeah.
So very, very cool talking to Kaylee Bryson there. She's done so much, and she's got so much going on.
So much. Oh my.
Almost tired just, but I mean that's cool. We're doing the road course racing, Silver Crown series, and everything else she has going on there. And hopefully we'll see her at Sandusky Speedway.
That'd be cool.
On that, I'll talk to Chris. I'll say we got Kaylee showing up on Wednesday night. You're welcome.
Yeah,
I'm sure he doesn't care. He won't care.
And I'm pretty sure we can get some pit credentials for that.
You think so?
I'm
Do you know anybody over there?
A couple people.
I don't know. Make sure to contact Freeze Frame Photos for all your racing photo needs. Before I finish that, I want to mention we're going to be giving away some Big D's Pizza for how many coming up. And that hashtag DCR. Don't forget to put that in the comments if you haven't done so already for a chance to win that window decal courtesy of DCR Graphics. Now back to Freeze Frame Photos. They have action shots, victory lane shots. They do custom prints on pretty much anything. Magnets, can koozies, tumblers. $1 photos. Kids photo giveaway is back this year again.
Yep.
It seems to be pretty popular. He's usually gets it booked for the entire year, and we're running out a week. So if he had the first 3 booked, he's kind of there's $50 to sponsor.
Might have to double up.
Yeah, the first 50 kids, and he does that too. So like it'll be 100 kids he'll get if he's got 2 sponsors.
We're at the point where it's going to be 2 or 3.
It could, yeah. So the first 50 kids, 100 kids, whatever, depending on how many sponsors there are, will get a free 4x6 photo courtesy of Freeze Frame Photos and whoever sponsors that. Now, if you want to sponsor those, give Charlie a call at 419-407-6994. That is his new number. Freeze Frame Photos, special moments frozen in time. And they had that car show this past weekend. I guess pretty successful event there from what I heard. Ryan Miller Race Cars in Lambertville, Michigan. You think he would be have a lot of free time because the lack of racing and people not having the opportunity to destroy their vehicles. But yet you're still busy.
We're still busy.
You're still busy. But he's got race cars, parts, safety equipment, service, everything a racer needs. You can call Ron, 734-856-7223. And he even gives away advice sometimes for free.
Yeah, I haven't been able to charge for it. So, yeah.
And also Oakshade Raceway, where the fastest meet to race this weekend. It is the Oakshade Attica Late Model Series. Gates open at 4, racing at 7:30. Don't forget the new start time. Hopefully Mother Nature cooperates. I guess there was a practice out there on Sunday I didn't know about.
Yeah,
I saw some video. I was like, oh, man, that would have been nice to know. But they're looking to try and get their season kicked off. Mother Nature's not been kind out there, and hopefully things turn around here after today. But some other big shows coming up. The American Late Model Ironman Series. It's going to be the Barney Oldfield race on Memorial Day weekend. UMP Dirt Car Summer Nationals coming back July 13th. The 1,000 to win Papa Boiler Spectacular there in September. Dominator Superstocks champions getting $1,000 points fund there for the winner. Thanks in part to Dairy Depot and Cafe in Barenci, Michigan. And hopefully, if Mother Nature cooperates, we'll be racing every Saturday night through the end of September.
I did talk to Corey McCoy a week or so ago, and he's got this go-kart race that they do every spring, and he said as soon as he gets that behind it,
then he's going to work on the Showdown Series?
He's going to work on the Showdown Series, and hopefully Oakshade is part of that again.
Awesome. We got some racing news to get to before we give away some pizza.
Latest racing news.
So we kind of mentioned this already, actually. Sandusky Speedway announced that the May 11th show, that's this coming Saturday, is now going to be a regular show. The must-see sprints, must-see lights, and Ohio Wheelman modifieds have been moved to Wednesday of High Miler Week. The May 11th show is now $1 for general admission. And breaking news, that Wednesday show, Kaylee Bryson will most likely be making her must-see racing series debut at Sandusky Speedway.
That'll be cool.
Yeah.
And it's a Wednesday, so I think
she was supposed to do it on the April 27th, I think it was.
But then conflicting schedules.
Well, it rained.
So now it's not conflicting. And
there you go.
We need to make it a point to be there.
Okay. I'm with you.
All right.
We want to do a live show there?
We could do that.
All right. We're having a show meeting, everybody. You guys are all invited to our show meeting. Thanks for being part of that.
We could do a live remote.
So how the sausage is
Maybe
made.
not a whole hour because we'd be watching the races, but
we'll
walk around, talk to a few racers.
Well, I'll get with Chris about that.
Okay.
Shepherd Riggs Racing announced on Friday the team has amicably parted ways with Randall Cheeseburger Edwards, the crew chief, since last October of the Longhorn Factory number B5, driven by Brandon Shepherd. Later in the day, Carson Brown announced that Edwards has joined Carson Brown Motorsports as crew chief. It was a slow news day.
It's kind of silly season.
It is. There's a lot of, coming up, we got some more there. Remember that deal where Penske's team was penalized for that push-to-pass thing?
Right.
Roger Penske on Tuesday said that he has suspended the president of Team Penske, along with 3 others, for 2 races for the roles in the cheating scandal that has rocked IndyCar ahead of the Indianapolis 500. Penske said in an interview with the Associated Press that a review done by his general counsel found that the team had no malicious intent by anyone and chalked up the incident as a breakdown in internal processes and miscommunication. Tim Cindric, who oversees all of Team Penske's operations and is the strategist for Joseph Newgarden, is the top name to receive a 2-race suspension. Also suspended were team managing director Ron Ruszewski, Newgarden's engineer, and I'm sorry.
So if it was so innocuous and just a breakdown in communication, why were people suspended? Yeah, okay.
Newgarden engineer Luke Mason and senior data engineer Robbie Atkinson. And that's it for that. Well, and it's kind of another one of those conflict of interest things where Penske owns. Doesn't he own IndyCar now? I know he owns. Yeah. So there's that. It's kind of like we need to make this go away.
But instead of Penske doing it internally, he could have made it through IndyCar, and
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, they were. I mean, IndyCar penalized them because they took away the win from Newgarden. So there was those penalties, and this is their internal punishment of it.
Okay.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. is a 15-time winner of NASCAR's most popular driver award. He retired from the sport following the 2017 season and, of course, stepped into the broadcast booth with NBC Sports. In 2024, Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s broadcast contract expired today. Not today, actually. This was a couple days ago. I didn't change that. A new deal was announced with a new network beginning in 2025. TNT Sports and Amazon Prime join NASCAR broadcasts. Join the broadcast schedule there. Each will broadcast 5 races, and Junior will serve as a commentator for both networks.
I wonder how many times Bill Elliott was NASCAR's most popular.
It was a lot.
I wonder
until he retired.
Yeah, I wonder if there's a chance that Junior will
What? That
I'll
Junior
point
beat
him.
I don't. Well, he can't be. He's a 15-time. He's not going to get any more because he's not a full-time competitor.
I guess.
Some other news here, a lot of TV news. NASCAR Race Hub, 1 hour program that airs daily. It's been on the air for over a decade, but it's set to come to a close. Race Hub made its debut on October 12th, 2009. The first show aired on Speed Channel with hosts Adam Alexander and Krista Voda. In 2013, the show moved to Fox Sports 1. On Wednesday, Fox Sports employees were informed that the show will be ending its run. The final airing will be on Tuesday, June 11th.
That's not that far away.
No, I have never.
Never watch it?
I watch parts. It's not something. It's not an appointment viewing for me. I got too much going on. But I mean, it is what
Producer
it is.
Dave's going to be devastated.
Yes, he was a little upset. Yeah. It was announced Wednesday that Michael McDowell will leave Front Row Motorsports at the end of the year. He signed a multi-year deal with Spire Motorsports to drive the number 71 Chevrolet Camaro in 2025. And finally, one other silly season note here. Viking Motorsports has confirmed Matt DiBenedetto as the driver of its number 38 Ford Mustang for the remainder of the 2024 NASCAR Xfinity Series.
Well, I'm sure that excites Scott.
He's run, 5 or 6 races for him.
Right.
But it hasn't been a official deal to run the entire series.
Right.
But now he's got a place to run for the rest of the year.
Matty D.
Matty D. I'm happy for him. Couldn't have happened to a better guy. Bill won that award 16 times, Don Henry says. Seems right.
Close.
I think Bill won, or Bill raced for more years than him.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, because he was old by the time he retired. I mean, he's old now, but I mean, he was relatively old.
Define old, Scott. You're treading on thin water, my friend.
DCR Graphics is your vinyl racing graphics provider. They do full wraps, partial wraps, number decals, sponsor decals of just about any kind. Currently, they're running that special to design a car for that new video game called Hammer Down Dirt Track Racing. For $20, you will get your very own. I'd mentioned that they were going to be done with the late models, but no, late models are back on the table.
All right.
You can design your very own late model or modified, either one, for $20. And that'll be put in the game. You can either race in that car or you can race against it. The AI will drive that car. That game's scheduled to come out in November, and I believe he's going to be doing that most of the summer, up until August, I think, is when they're going to stop having those cars.
You could be competing against AI?
An AI driving your car, yes.
Oh, my.
That they'll design for you. So, and he can model that after an existing car, or if you're just a fan and you want to say, hey, I have a race car, Dale can design one for you out of nothing. Right. Just give him a call. 419-308-9523, and then $20 for that gets that in the game. You can check him out on Facebook at facebook.com/DCRgraphics. And you can also order your official Hammer Down Racing Report window sticker from DCR Graphics for $5. Show us your Hammer Down stickers on your race car and let us know where you finish. We'll include you in that show. Speaking of which, and that reminds me, I forgot to include one of our listeners, and that's going to be on my other thing. Crap. There's a spreadsheet on HammerDownRacingReport.com for attention Hammer Down Racing Army drivers. After you race, go to HammerDownRacingReport.com, click on the Hammer Down Army, and at the bottom of that page, there is a link where you can fill out a form for your results. Nobody has done that yet.
Really?
Yeah,
because nobody's raced yet.
Well, there was. I believe Karen Van Pelt raced, and I forget. She sent me a message, and I meant to tell her to go put it on this.
Palmyra, maybe?
Yeah,
okay.
Go-karts. Yeah. So, yeah, if you want to be included, you got to fill out that form so I don't have to go hunting in a million different directions to find out where everybody finished. Dominator Race Products has what you need to be in the winner circle, celebrating. I don't know if they're celebrating 30 years, but they have 30 years of experience to put you out front. They have those new Ultimate Body Brace kits for the Ultimate Body panels. Holds them in place. A lot of Ultimate stuff going on there.
Right.
Very tough plastic. Plastic doesn't cover. It's like some weird.
Yeah,
it's like an outer space plastic material.
Voodoo.
Yes. But you can get that from Dominator Race Products at dominatorraceproducts.com, or you can call 419-923-6970. They also got hood scoops, fan shrouds, hood pins, and all kinds of different products. And Dominator Race Products also available from your local reputable race shops. And
Ron Miller Race Cars?
Well, that's one of them, yeah. I was going to mention Tire Hardware is a business that I've been working on and where I work. We now sell the wheel covers, Dominator Race Product wheel covers.
Oh, cool.
There. Yeah, because they're wheel related. So we're official dealer there, so you can order them. They're available everywhere, but you can go straight to the source or go to Ron. Doesn't matter as long as you support somebody local.
Scott, Rick Phillips, one of our regular listeners, wants to know if the Hammer Down racing game is going to be offline, or is it going to be online too? And
that is a good question.
Maybe DCR Graphics
Dale probably would know more on that. I think when I talked to the developer a couple months ago, he said it was going to be like that old rat bag racing, dirt track racing game that came out was it like 20 years ago now? I don't know. But anyways, and I'm assuming, though, it's going to be brought up to speed. I don't think there's any racing games that doesn't have an online component anymore.
Right.
So I'd be surprised if it didn't, but I can neither confirm nor deny that, but I'm 98% sure it'd be online.
But I'm sure we'll find out.
Yes, and Karen mentioned here that she finished fourth and third in the feature. So I guess you could put your results in the comments, too. That works. All right. We do have a Hammer Down hotline text this week. So before we get to that, though, I'll mention if you'd like to call or text the Hammer Down hotline, there's the number. Well, you can't really see it because I got that in the way. There you go. 419-318-3081. That's 419-318-3081. Call or text anytime, day or night. And we got this text just today, as a matter of fact. And I actually watched the end of this just to see, but here's the text. You should probably show a clip of the finish stretch from the Kentucky Derby. It was probably the most exciting racing that happened this past weekend. And I know who this text is from.
Oh.
And all I can say is,
could it have been a former flagman?
Maybe no, it wasn't.
Really?
No,
Okay.
You probably didn't see.
Larson up top, all the way up top. Busher.
He's on the outside. He's in position. He's got it.
And here comes Truex. They're going to close right to the two leaders. Coming to the line. Crash together. I believe Busher.
I think you're right. It's so close.
Well, let's have a look at the video.
Uh-oh, boys.
Busher is ahead. Larson is coming. It's like the Kentucky Derby.
Oh,
it's
my
that
gosh.
close. It's Larson.
Holy cow. What a finish, boys.
Yeah, maybe she didn't see that. Oh, did I say it was a she?
Oh, no.
She may have not seen that. And maybe she's more
okay
liking of horses. But anyways, that there you go. That was the closest finish in NASCAR history that happened. Oh, yeah, this weekend, too. Wasn't very exciting.
0.001 of a second.
Yeah, and we were kind of talking about this before there was a lot of controversy about this finish. Even though it was one exciting, you think that NASCAR would be like getting a lot of popularity because of this, or good press at least, because it was the closest finish in NASCAR history, exciting racing. But no, everybody's picking it apart. The line's crooked, which it was a little, the painted line, but that's not what they go by. They have like a laser line camera.
Scott, 0.001 of a second is a millisecond.
Is it a millisecond?
Yes.
There's 10 thousandths.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So 0.001.
But the score, it originally said 000.
Yeah.
0.000.
And that would be a tie.
And it basically was, according to the transponders, because the transponders only ping, so often. And then you got the frame rate of that camera that we just saw. But they have another camera that shoots from inside pit lane, which is what they use. And that's got an even faster frame rate than, the number of pings. So that's what they go off of. And I think they made up that number, that 0.0, because it was probably 0.0000000.
I don't know.
But they have to have some number just to say it was the closest.
What is 2 inches at 170 miles an hour?
I don't think that was even 2 inches. I mean, it's kind of blurry. It was like 3/4 of an inch.
It was half of the splitter.
And they do have a formula for if it was a tie.
Yeah.
If they do deem it a tie, what they do is, I forget where I read this too, because I just read this week. It was, the tiebreaker is who led the most laps.
Oh.
And if that is equal to the two cars, then it goes to who is in second the most laps or something like that. It kind of keeps going back through the field until somebody was ahead more. So
science considers an eye blink 10 milliseconds.
So that was pretty
10 times faster than an eye blink.
Okay.
Try that one.
Nope.
Yeah.
All right. So that's it for the Hammer Down hotline this week. There you go. How about we give away some pizza?
Ooh, yeah.
Let's do that. Let's do some how many.
How many?
So last week's how many was how many Great Lakes Super Sprints will be at Lima Land on Friday night, plus how many 410s at Butler on Saturday.
Yeah.
That number at Lima Land was 0.
0.
Because they got rained out. Number at Butler was 19.
Ooh.
So 19 is the number.
Yeah.
And
you picked
49.
Ooh. And I picked 48.
You did. I think I wrote that down right. Darn it, I didn't miss them. Nope.
Yeah. I went one under.
You got it. And our listener winner this week was Doug Frost.
Yeah.
He picked 21.
Ooh,
he was closest.
Congratulations, Doug.
Congratulations, Doug.
That was a good guess.
30 days to claim your pizza from Big D's Pizza. And if you want a shot at pizza for next week, I got a new one for you.
Yeah, this one will be a toughie.
Did you see me typing it? Do you know what it is?
Go ahead and put it up.
Did I tell you what it was?
No. I just know.
Oh, okay. How many tracks are going to rain out before the features this weekend out of the 9 events that we have on local or regionally on our Big D's Pizza Racing menu? So if you want to wait until you hear the 9 events, you can do that. That's perfectly fine. We'll give you until... I'm not going to give you a long time. I'm going to give you till noon on Friday.
Yeah, that sounds good.
That sounds good, because there may be some people that cancel by then. But we'll say noon Friday is when you have to get your guess in. And you can put your guess in the comments of our Facebook Live or the YouTube Live.
But here's a hint. Some of our 9 races are not on Friday, so...
Yeah, this is true. 3 of them are on Friday, though.
Yeah.
And, if you're listening to us on the podcast, you can find the video on YouTube or Facebook and just put your guess in the comments there. Again, as long as you do it before noon on Friday, you're good.
And I would encourage you to listen to the weekend weather pit stop.
Should we wait to put our guesses in until after I go through the menu?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, don't let me forget then. We're going to put our guesses in after we do the weekend weather pit stop. Or no, not the weekend weather pit stop. Well, yeah, after that. But that'll be coming up right after this.
This weekend's Big D's Pizza Racing menu.
Yeah, that thing. All right, we'll get that off of there. So this weekend, tomorrow, Friday night, May 10th, Toledo Speedway. Going to get things back in action. I was going to say get things going, but they had the Raleigh Beal Classic last month. Tomorrow night's a school bus figure 8 night with the school bus figure 8, the boat figure 8, late model sportsman, and factory stocks in action. Gates open at 5, racing at 7, general admission $21 there at Toledo Speedway tomorrow evening. Also tomorrow evening, Friday, Lima Land Motorsports Park. Going to try and get their opening night in with the USAC D2 Midgets, UMP Modifieds, Thunder Stocks, and the Dirt Track Truck Series as the 4-cylinder dirt trucks. Gates open at 5, racing at 7:30 at Lima Land. $12 is general admission. Attica Raceway Park on Friday as well. It's the Eric Phillips 36th Anniversary Classic. Also, Edward Jones of Clyde, Mike Neal Financial. I wasn't sure if it was Nell.
Okay.
Mike Neal Financial Advisor / American Power Sports of Findlay, and Sandusky night. So there's a lot going on at Sandusky. We haven't even got to what's happening. AFCS 410s, Attica Oakshade Late Model Series. That's also that makeup feature 3000 to win. AFCS 305s, gates open at 5, racing at 7:45. General admission there at Attica is $20. So there's 3 events on Friday night.
No. The how many says before the features.
Correct. So
is that all of the features or one of the features?
One of the features. Before the first feature.
Okay.
Before the first feature takes a green flag lap. How's that?
Okay.
Making this too tough.
I didn't want to have any arguments.
I understand. Yeah, I should have been more specific there. You're right.
Yeah.
Saturday, Flat Rock Speedway, Outlaw Super Late Models, Street Stocks, 50-lap figure 8 feature.
Ooh.
Ought to be pretty cool. Gates open at 1:30, and again, they're still on their early time schedule. Racing will start at 4 p.m. at Flat Rock there. General admission, $15. Waynesfield Raceway Park, they've also moved their times up slightly in anticipation of some rain. They did this, I think, yesterday or the day before.
Okay.
But it's going to be kids' night at the track. UMP Modifieds, Compacts, and the Dirt Track Truck Series. Gates open at 3:30. Racing is now going to be at 6 instead of 7 or 7:30, whatever it was originally. So it's going to be a little earlier. General admission there at Waynesfield's $12. Sandusky Speedway, $1 general admission for pure stocks, renegades, beginner stocks, and all-American iron. Gates open at 4, racing at 7. And then we got Fremont Speedway, Ohio Truck Sales Driver versus Fans Sim Racing Night.
Right.
Are you going to partake in that?
I'm terrible at sim racing.
Didn't I beat you once years ago in a sim?
It could be.
I think so, yeah. That was before I had a car, too. I probably would suck now. Fremont's going to have the AFCS 410s, AFCS 305s, and dirt trucks. Still, you have not gotten a complete lap of green flag racing in your truck this year.
Unless you count qualifying, because they do group qualifying, and you see a green, white, and checker.
That's true. I'm going to say racing.
Yeah.
Competition. Racing competition. So maybe that'll happen this weekend, hopefully. Gates open at 4 at Fremont, racing at 7. General admission, $20. Oakshade Raceway, going to try and get their opening night going. What is this, third time's a try? Or third time's a charm? Oakshade Attica Late Model UMPs. Oakshade Attica UMP Late Models. I don't know what the hell's wrong with me. DCR Graphic Sportsman, Dominator Superstocks, and the Compacts. Gates open at 4, racing at 7:30. General admission, $15. And Butler Motor Speedway's got a 4-in-1 show, 410 Sprints, UMP Modified, Street Stocks, 4 cylinders. Gates open at 4, racing at 7:30. General admission, $15. And it looks like Brittany Roth won the Big D's pizza from Don Henry.
Congratulations,
he won from
Brett.
Dean Henry. So, yeah, congratulations. Get a hold of my brother at Big D's. That'd be Dean. And that is it for... those are your 9 events scheduled locally, and so what you got to guess first.
Do we want to talk about the
go ahead, let's do the weekend weather pit stop.
Pit stop.
Okay.
You know, of the 3 nights, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Sunday would be great, but it's Mother's Day, and no race promoter is smart enough, dumb enough, yeah, to schedule on Mother's Day. So that leaves us with Friday and
Mother's
Saturday.
Day, it looks like it's supposed to be nice.
It's going to be beautiful. Take Mom out. Spoil her.
You can also take her out to a racetrack if they don't get rained out this weekend, too.
Of the 2 nights, I think Friday looks the best, Scott. Chance of showers, but they're going to be quitting, mid-afternoon. Early afternoon. So Friday doesn't look too bad as long as we don't take too much rain. Saturday looks like a real bummer.
Don't say that.
It's
going to be cold, too.
Now last week, the northern tracks looked better than the southern tracks. It just looks nasty all day Saturday and kind of chilly. So, yeah.
Bring a raincoat and a coat.
Yeah.
And some rain boots.
But again, the rain should be out of the area mid-afternoon. It's just a matter of how much rain everybody takes.
And the rain today probably isn't helping either.
Right.
the already saturated. Didn't they say we had the rainiest April on record, and now
ever,
and now May is on track to also be the rainiest.
Maybe to knock April out of the way.
I don't know. Hopefully, we get things squared away. All right. So what's your guess then? You have to guess first there.
I'm going with 4.
4 is going to get rained out. So wait, that's right. That I forgot. I already forgot what it was.
How many tracks are going to
rain
out?
So four are going to rain out
before one feature takes the green flag.
There you go. You're going with 4? Ooh, you're right in the middle there. I'm going to go with...
It's so painful.
I don't know which way to go. Do I go above or below?
There's not even pizza involved. This is just bragging rights.
I know. 5. I'm going with 5.
All right.
I'm going to be the pessimist this week. We'll see. Again, you have until noon tomorrow to get your guess in if you haven't already put it in. Looks like most people already have. Other series action this weekend, the Kubota High Limit Racing Series in action at 34 Raceway in Burlington, Iowa. That's tomorrow night. Tri-City Speedway in Illinois on Saturday. Kokomo Speedway over there in Kokomo, Indiana, Tuesday night, May 14th. Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series action. The Illinois Late Model Speed Week continues at Farmer City Raceway on Friday night, and then Fairbury Speedway on Saturday, May 11th. The World of Outlaw NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series will be in action at Williams Grove Speedway for the Morgan Cup. That'll be on Friday and Saturday, both nights at Williams Grove. And NASCAR Truck Series action, the Buckle Up South Carolina 200 at Darlington. That'll be Friday at 7:30 on FS1. The NASCAR Xfinity Series Crown Royal Purple Bag Project 200 at Darlington Raceway will be on Saturday at 1:30 p.m., also on FS1. And the Cup Series, Goodyear 400 at Darlington on Sunday. That'll be at 3 p.m., all Eastern times on FS1. IndyCar Series back in action this weekend with the Sancio Grand Prix at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway Road Course. That'll be on Saturday at 3 o'clock on NBC. And finally, the Castro Flow Racing Night in America back in action on Monday at Brownstown Speedway, Brownstown, Indiana. So hopefully that'll not get rained out too. And that is your Big D's Pizza Racing.
I think next week's weather straightens out a little bit. Still some questions about next weekend, but by and large, I think the bulk of the rain's behind us.
We need some sun to dry things out.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know much about farming, but I don't think the farmers are having a good time either.
Oh, no.
Can't get out in the fields and do what they need to do. Unless they got like a monster truck or something that can get through the mud. And maybe they do. I don't know. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. Our good friend Perry has...
Perry's been... I've seen him. He's been doing stuff in this field.
A couple of posts. His fields have been a mess.
Hashtag DCR. We're going to do that drawing for the DCR Graphics Hammer Down Racing Report window sticker. If you've already put hashtag DCR in the comments of our Facebook Live or the YouTube Live, then you're already in the drawing among 27 other folks, 28 total. And we're going to do that drawing right about now. Yeah. So you got like a couple seconds until I pull this up. Giveaway. Here we go. All right. This week's winner for the Hammer Down Racing Report window sticker is going to be... We got one entry there right at the last moment. So 29 total. Dusky Raker Bishop. I
believe
think that's John's friend.
Yeah, I believe that
she's won before.
I believe she was the first one to enter tonight, too.
Oh, there you go. Congratulations, Dusky. Either John will pick it up for you or Ron will have it at Ron Miller Race Cars. 30 days to pick that up. I suppose I should write this down here. Congratulations on winning the Hammer Down Racing Report.
We need to get a hold of DCR, Scott, because we're getting kind of low on stickers.
I know. I think the plan was he was probably going to give them to me at the track if we ever get to a
track. If
track.
that ever happens again.
Yeah. But yeah, I got one more. We're all set for next week. That's
right.
That'll be our last one, though. We have to recycle some. Although somebody was asking about one that was supposed to be mailed out. Have you mailed all the ones out yet?
No, not all of them.
Okay. Well, then.
That'll probably happen tomorrow.
Okay. We'll see. And you do that out of the kindness of your heart. So, thank you. That's it. I think we're done.
We're done?
I think so.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Thanks to associate producer Dave Kammer, contributors John Young, Matt Swander, Bob Stazak. Make sure to like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter at Hammer Report. I'm sorry, X. I got to update my copy there. Follow us on YouTube. Listen to us on your favorite podcasting platform, including Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Don't forget to check out HammerdownRacingReport.com. If you're part of the Hammerdown Racing Army, put your results on that form there under the Hammerdown Army page on HammerdownRacingReport.com.
Rain out doesn't count?
No, I'm not going to report that. Oh, yeah. Make sure to rate and review us, share us with your friends. Thanks to our sponsors, DCR Graphics, Dominator Race Products, Oak Shade Raceway, Ron Miller Race Cars, Freeze Frame Photos, Dipman Motorsports, Magic Moment Entertainment, and, of course, Victory Fuel.
Scott, out of 330 shows, I think this is the deepest we've gone into the season with only a couple of races to report on, local races.
Yeah. There's been a few. We had that 1 year when we brought Brian Weekman in the studio and had fun with him. But, I don't know. I say we just build like a big roof.
Dome.
Yeah, we could put a dome, but have it open at the, so the air can flow through.
Oh, yeah.
That's probably a little cost prohibitive. I haven't really priced that out, so I don't know.
We could run 7 nights a week.
Maybe we can get a sponsor to do that.
There we go.
So any sponsors want to cover some racetracks?
One racetrack, and we'll just run it 7 days a week.
7 days a week. All right, then. Thanks to our guest this week, Kaylee Bryson. And you can check her out again at Columbus, Indiana, running in the All-Star TQ Midget event.
Go to her Facebook page, like her. I'm sure she'll appreciate that.
There you go. Next week, we'll be speaking with Randy, the promoter there at Lorraine Raceway Park. We rescheduled that. And maybe if we get some racing in this weekend, maybe we'll bring a feature winner in as well. We'll see what happens. It'll be a surprise to everyone. But in any case, we'll be back next Thursday night at 7 p.m. Thanks for tuning in tonight, and we'll see you next week. And get out and support your local track if Mother Nature allows. We're out. See
you guys.
You have been listening to the Hammerdown Racing Report, available on demand on iTunes, Google Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting platform.